Hello, Soul Tribe. This is your post-election energy update. Now, I was going to answer a bunch of questions and pull a bunch of tarot cards and use the pendulum and I'm probably going to do some of that, but not as much as I was planning on. I received a bunch of messages today, and I have to tell you, today was a turning point for me because I'm a human being and I have allowed, not completely, but I have allowed that negative energy, that bad juju to get a rise out of me. Okay, I allowed it to do that. It was something I had to process through. It's human to feel. It's human to have emotions. Those things need to be processed. So the turning point was, now I don't watch other channels before I do an update. I'll watch the other channels from a few days ago after I do an update. Okay, so I'm not watching these channels until afterwards. And every time the things that the messages I'm being given are exactly what's being said. So sometimes I need that. Sometimes I need that confirmation. Okay. And that is why I receive these messages, and they're for everybody. We are not victims. Do not give up. Trust in your intuition, guides, and angels. Do not believe them when they say you are crazy, you're imagining things, and you're making stuff up. This is the final battle. That is the literal meaning of the word Armageddon. This is our final battle. We have got to trust ourselves. We have got to keep raising the vibration. The higher the vibration, the more people will come in and they'll raise their vibrations. This is the only thing that's going to fix this problem. It's the only thing. Because the dark is grappling for a foothold because it's been in power for so long. And I knew this was coming. So, those are the messages that I got. And there's a few other things that I wrote down before I start pulling cards and using the pendulum. I want to read these things to you. The overall energy I'm getting from all of you, and rightly so, is anger, frustration, and impatience. However, I feel more of a let's do something about it energy. Because it produces a tempering of emotion and action, transmuting that emotion into action. And I don't mean physical action. This isn't going to be fixed with a bunch of physical action. There are physical acts that need to be carried through by other people, by professional people. But our job as light workers is to raise the vibration. And if we have to transmute that anger into something more powerful than anger, and that's always going to be light every single time, then that's what we're going to do. And I feel like that is what we are doing. Know that if you are unable to talk about your feelings and emotions and opinions with family and friends, this is a safe place. Although there will be naysayers and zealots, and you're going to see more of them. The more subscribers we get, the more people that watch this channel, the more of us that come out and start speaking out publicly, the more naysayers and zealots you're going to see. Well, don't worry about it, because I've got those covered. Don't get me started. I got those covered. Okay. Plus, if we ignore them long enough, focus our attention on the camaraderie of like minds, they'll go away. Sooner or later, the majority of them will go away. All right. And remember, the brighter your light shines, the more you may come under psychic attack. So it's our jobs to be aware of when we're getting those awful feelings. Are they coming from us or are they coming from somebody else? Chances are they're coming from somebody else. Of course, we have moments. We're not perfect. Whatever perfect means. Personally, I think that word is useless because I don't think there is any such thing. We're all perfect. We're all perfect just the way we are. We're human. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're humaning, right? So forget perfect. Oh yes, we have reached over 2,100 subscribers, you guys. You guys are blowing my mind. It's awesome, and I am so grateful to you. Also, our disclaimer is in the description box. And I'm going to try to say that on every video. A lot of readers will say something about, they'll verbally tell you their, slow down, Shelley. They will verbally tell you their disclaimer. They'll read it out loud to you. But ours is in the description box all the time. Always has been, by the way. But I'm just pointing to it. I'm pointing attention to it. I want to point your attention also, and I'm going to put this link to I'm going to put the link for those of you who haven't seen it. Somebody mentioned it in the comments, and I went to the website and I watched this video, and it's regarding the numbers, and this is by an analyst who does pretty much what Musk does. So he was saying that the numbers don't match up, and I have to tell you, this was the start of my what's the word I want? Of my resolve. It was the start of my resolve returning to me. Okay, because I'm not always flustered or questioning myself, but every now and then I do. So he was talking about the numbers and how they don't add up, and I'm going to put a link to that website. I think it's a YouTube video actually. I'm going to put a link for that in the description box. It'll be right at the top of the description box. And don't forget to enter for a half-hour breathwork session for free, okay? Just put BW in the subject line. And this website I'm going to direct you to is called The Nation. So you guys check that out. That started to bring my hope back. It really did. All right, we had a lot of questions. I can't promise we're going to answer every single question, and you probably will get the answer during the video at some point in one form or another, maybe not directly. So just pay attention, you guys. We got some yes or no questions. Let me find my pendulum. And I'm gonna hold my arm. I shake out of excitement right now. I'm not anxious. I'm excited. They do feel very, very similar, by the way. And they do hold the same energy, excitement and anxiety. Let's see if somebody asked if Garland is working with the NSA. Let's see. Let me shorten it up a bit. Hold on, guys. Now, I tried to do this without holding on to it. It needs my energy. Okay. Is Garland working with the NSA? Yes or no, please? That's a yes, folks. This way is yes. That way is no. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Make sure I'm talking to my Spirit team. Nobody else, please. Now, somebody, and I have some answers to this, too. Somebody wants to know if there will be civil war when Trump is confronted. So will there be civil war when President-elect Trump, when President-elect Trump is confronted? Will there be civil war, please? Yeah, I knew the answer to that. That's a yes. And it's going to be mostly in like states like Texas or the deep south or the super red states. Stuff is going to go down. It's not going to be an all-out national war, but stuff is going to go down here, there. It's going to be spotty, okay? And it's going to be vicious, and it's going to be mean. And there's nothing we can do about it. We have to let it play out. This is what we're here for. This is why we chose to come and be here at this time, to witness this. Because we're witnessing the biggest shift in the universe. No other planet has ever done this. Ever. All right. Vince's wife. What? Oh, Vance's. Can't read my own writing. Will Vance's wife tell him he's being used by Trump? I think she already has. Has Vance's wife... Let me ask the question there, Pendulum Spirit. Will Vance's wife tell him that he's being used by Trump? Thank you very much. Now, I've had some comments about how Vance's wife is just as narcissistic as he is, and that may be true. But she still doesn't like Trump. And at the end of the day, that doesn't mean anything, whether she likes Trump or not. But she has told her husband, and I knew that. But we got to show you guys. Will MAGA have their eyes open after this? Let me rephrase. Will MAGA have their eyes open after Trump is confronted? Nope. That's a big fat no. Their eyes would have already been open. You know what I mean? How much freaking proof do you need that this person that you just are in love with is not good for anybody? This is the people that fully support Trump carry the exact same energy as Trump does. So they're not going to see it. And not for nothing, that's their job on this planet right now. That is our contrast. This is how humans learn. We learn through contrast. We learn what we do want by experiencing what we don't want. So they are part of the plan. You know what? I'd like to just arrive on the new earth without all this BS too. All this emotional pain and this worry and stress and anxiety. I'd like to enter the new earth like that too, but it's not going to happen. That's why we're here. This is our job. It is what we were meant to do. It's our calling. All right? I know, I come off so gruff. I'm sorry. I do that when I'm really serious about something. All right, here's a random one, but we're going to answer. Was Ivana Trump murdered? And please do not correct me on the pronunciation of people's names. Okay? I would appreciate that. It's, once or twice or even 10 times, but my goodness. I got the message. I fixed my problem. I apologize. All right, you guys, let's get back to business. Was Ivana Trump murdered? No, she really did fall down the stairs, guys. Thank you, Spirit. Is there tension between Kamala and Jill? Is there tension between Kamala and Jill? No. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, here's a question. Will Biden step down as president and Kamala take over? That's a big fat yes. And somebody asked if it was for health issues. Let me see. I don't think it's health issues. I think it's a political move. Will he step down because of health issues? No. Clear, please. Will he step down because it's a political move? Yes. Let me see. Oh, somebody wanted to know why Mark Elias, the Democratic election attorney, is saying that the election was legitimate. Every time a politician speaks, it's scripted. Do you know what would happen if America actually knew what was going on? There would be a civil war. So things are scripted. They don't want to let the information out. Let me see. I don't think he may not even be aware. Somebody might have said something to him, but he may not have even. Hold on. What am I getting here? Oh. He's been told about the discrepancies, but he doesn't want to look at it. So is Mark Elias aware of the discrepancies in the voting, in the election results? Yes. Clear, please. Does he agree with them? No. Okay. Somebody asked about Alan Lichtman and a gentleman, I don't know, his last name was Silver. Mr. Silver started out saying that Kamala was going to win. And then he switched up and said, oh, no, it's going to be just by luck or by chance. Lichtman did predict that Kamala was going to win. He did. And he has never been wrong. This is the first time, 9 out of 10. It was considered 9 out of 10 correct predictions. So that kind of told me something right there. Honestly, when I listened to him before the election day, I thought he was going to say Trump was going to win. I really need to stop referring to him as President Trump. Is the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, a part of the sabotage? Yes. Look at that. That is adamant. Are Elfie Oaks and Peter Thiel in cahoots? Yeah, they're all in cahoots. In one form or another. And I can't give you an exact number or names, but there's a massive amount of people who are involved in this. In one form or another. Some of them indirectly. Some of them just doing what they were told. And Spirit's telling me that it's people like that are going to be the whistleblowers. There are going to be some big time participants that are going to blow the whistle. But again, it's like gathering evidence. Like you have to gather up the peons to build the case. And this is, the same thing as I said in the last video. It's the same thing. So they would start small and build up a good amount of peons to talk to threaten with jail time, prison time. Yeah. So there's a lot of people involved. Let me see. Well, Kamala, sorry about that, guys. I only ever really read her name. I never really heard it, so it never stuck. So please allow me to be human and make mistakes. Will Kamala grant a pardon for Hunter Biden? I don't think so. No. Nor will his father. He said that much. Will Trump's health fail and keep him from being inaugurated? Yes. Will mass deportation happen? Well, how the hell is that supposed to be? See, this is why I don't, this is why sometimes sometimes you're talking to ghosts. That's why I ask for my guides and my angels. Let's try that again. Guides and angels, please. Don't be discouraged, guys. It's not a perfect process. Will mass deportation happen? Thank you, Spirit. All you ghosties, go away. When will the media bring this out? Well, I can't. We'll have to pull the cards on that, okay? Now, I had a question. Oh, that was me. Will Trump's health fail, keeping him from being inaugurated? All right, that's it for the questions. We did get to go through all the questions. It's a beautiful thing. Let's pull some cards. Don't be discouraged by that last pendulum read. It happens sometimes. The ghostie's got stuff to say too. Okay. Well, let's read. You know, we should pull cards on people. So I'm going to write down people's names. So obviously we're going to still do Trump. Let's talk about Trump. Get his energy. And I don't want to be rude, but the energy I get from him is duh. And that sounded rude. That's just the energy I get is like, what the hell's going on? Okay, I'll pull some cards for more energy, but that's what it feels like with Trump. We're not even going to talk about Musk because Trump and Musk, I said it in the last video, Trump and Musk are not getting along. I don't understand why he appointed him for something and then decided that he was going to, you know, turn on him like that. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's who he is. That's what he does. So we're not doing Musk. Who are we doing? Trump and, oh, Putin. We're doing Putin. And then we'll get back to Kamala and Joe. Okay. Let's do Mr. Trump. Hold on there, I'm fidgeting with my cards. All right, here we go. They've been shuffled once, but I'm going to do it one more time. Or actually, they've been shuffled 3 or 4 times. Like to be thorough. Okay, Trump's energy, please. Now remember, if we get a positive card for Trump, this is his energy. This is how he feels about himself. Page of Cups. Well, he is going to get a message, that's for sure, from a younger person. And it's going to hurt him emotionally. I feel like that came up in the last one too, in some form or another. He's going to get a message. He's afraid. He's afraid of finding out that Kamala found out, that Joe found out. He's afraid. That's a beautiful thing. See, I am mean. Knight of Pentacles. This is how he feels about himself. Like knights protect, right? They protect the kingdom. But the truth is he's only protecting himself. And I feel like that's been kicked in high gear again. And it's really affecting him emotionally. The stuff that he knows is coming at him. He knows something's coming at him. And it's really messing him up in the head because he's not used to losing. When a narcissist ages, people stop believing their BS. Right? And that just messes with their head. Getting caught is a big deal for a narcissist. They've just been found out. And they can't deal with it. It affects them big time. Trump's energy, please, Spirit. Queen of Cups. He's worried about his wife. He knows that his wife is not happy. And, you know, somebody made a comment about she's just as big of a narcissist. And I don't disagree with that. But again, she still doesn't like him. She's just fed up. Okay? She's just fed up. And he knows it. He senses it. I'm pretty sure she's actually told him straight out that she's done with his BS. That she's not going to deal with it anymore. As soon as that book of hers got published, she was free. Now, she hasn't left yet, but she can. One more, please. One more for Trump. Okay, and now we have the Knight of Cups upside down. I'm actually going to read that one to you. Let me show you Knight of Cups upside down. See it? There we go. Knight of Cups upside down. And that says, manipulative, unreliable, fickle, moody, idle, sensual, untruthful. That is him. All over the place. But you know what? Well, the fickle part, absolutely. That does fit. That fits really well. The fickle part. Well, I need you for this. Now I don't like you anymore. That fits. Manipulative. Unreliable. Now, I don't see Trump having a spiritual awakening. Okay? But I do feel like he's getting glimpses, and just glimpses, of who he really is. Of how his messed up way of doing stuff doesn't work for him anymore. It's working right now, sort of. It appears, thank you, that's the word I want. It appears to be working for him right now. But he knows on some level that he's screwed. And that's his energy, manipulative. If his mental health, if his health in general was better, he'd be able to come at what he knows is coming at him. He'd be able to fight back at that full force. But he can't. He's getting low on ammunition. He's running out of juice. Okay. Putin. Now, we're going to use the Harmony Tarot for Putin. Give it a one shuffle. Get bad juju off him too. I didn't want to read his energy either. Just saying. Hey. He is worse than Trump. And Trump is now his puppet. May have said that in the last video. So that hasn't changed. Seven of Cups. Creating confusion. Creating distraction. And this isn't just Putin. This is anybody else that's involved. Creating a distraction here, creating a distraction there, so that everybody's looking around, and at the end of the day, they don't know what the hell they're looking at. Because none of it makes any sense. None of it meshes. So that's him, creating confusion. And Trump's a little confused because he thought that he was Putin's baby doll. He was Putin's, favorite. Thank you, Spirit. That is the actual word that Trump was thinking. I am his favorite. No, you're not. Three of Swords. Now, there's many world icons, I call them, not because they're great, but world leaders and such. That's a better word. There's many world leaders that I get really bad juju off of, but he is one of the worst. Him and Trump and Hitler, to me, carry the worst energy ever. Just make you want to vomit energy. That's him. Breaking people's hearts. He's already done it. That's what he's doing. And he's enjoying it. Thank you, Spirit. He's enjoying it. Look, look. 4 of Wands. He's celebrating. Look at that. He's trying to take over the United States. And if he does that, he'll take over the world. He thinks. Oh, Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. What goes around comes around. He's going to get his comeuppance too. But right now we have to focus on what's going on here, you guys. Point that light towards what's going on here. Wheel of Fortune came out again. What goes around comes around. The Magician. Yeah. He's trying to gather up the biggest world leaders, the biggest world leading countries first, so that he can control everything. 3 of Cups. Look. He's got 2 wands. Russia, America. And he's standing right between both of them. Thank you, Spirit, for pointing that out. Okay, that's Putin's energy. Let's do Kamala. We'll go back to the lovely Crystal Visions deck with the Lotus cards. The Lotus cards. Oh my goodness. If I could speak English, it'd be a miracle. Lotus flowers. Sheesh. Okay, Kamala. What is Kamala's energy right now? Queen of Cups, you think? It's a beautiful thing, people. That is her. Under control of her emotions. Cups are about emotion. Completely under control. Focused. Got the blinders on. She's focused. I mean, you would have to be a DA. You can't let other people's emotions get in your way. You have to do your job. You have to do your job. 4 swords. She's resting. She's still at it. The investigatory stuff is still going on. But she is waiting, kind of resting for the bigger battle. Okay. So she's still on it. She hasn't given up. And I don't think she's gonna. There we go. Page of Wands. We got that last time. Page of Wands. Somebody said it's the year of the dragon. Well, there you go. It's her year. It's her year and she knows it. She's biding her time. And the flute. The flute is soothing. So she feels connected. I don't know whether she's aware of it or not, of her spiritual connection. But she knows her purpose is to be the president. 6 of Pentacles. Something, they're making leeway, you guys. Somewhere they're making leeway. She's walking through her abundance. She sees her abundance. She sees what's going on. She's reaping the fruits of her labor. And that is whatever is going on with these investigations. By the way, if you decide to write Kamala or President Biden, it is a long time before your letter will get through. They check it for anthrax and all other kind of stuff, and make sure that it's kosher before they give it to them. And then who knows how long it's going to be before they open it. So I'm just giving you a heads up on that. I don't know if there's a way to contact the party online. There may be. Maybe go to the website. Go to the Harris website, the Biden and Harris website. The High Priestess. She is using her intuition. She knows something's up. She knows it. She's using her intuition to guide her. Excellent. All right, and then we will do Joe. Joe gets the Starry Bunnies. Five of Wands. He's fighting. He's fighting for what's right. He's fighting. He's not giving up. Fighting with a lot of people. More than 5. Or more than 4. Take my word for it, because one of those bunnies is him. He's fighting with way more than 4 people. But I feel like there's 4 key people. 4 key people. Five of Cups. He's sad. I mean, he's not sad because he's sad because of the betrayal. It's really hurt him because there are people that are very close to him that are supporting this BS. Thank you, Spirit. They're supporting this BS. And it hurts him. Give us some more energy for Joe Biden, please. President Biden. Oh, here we go. This is his goal. To make America a happy place to be. It's going to be a long road, you guys, before that happens. We'll use the pendulum and see if this is going to come out before the inauguration, okay? Or before, actually before the votes are certified. There's still states counting. All right, we got 2 more. Oh, beautiful. This is such a good outcome, you guys. The Wheel of Fortune, what goes around comes around. In Joe's favor, in our favor. Beautiful. And then the rewards card for all the hard work. 10 of Pentacles. This is fabulous. And now those are the energies right now, you guys. Okay, so let's ask the pendulum if enough evidence will come out before the votes are fully certified. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that even after they're certified, there's a certain amount of time that you can ask for a recount. And Spirit says the recount's not going to be enough, but it's going to be something. You can't recount something that has been thrown away. And it's going to be a task to recount the electronic ballots. Okay? Let's see if they're going to do a recount before we ask the other question. Spirit team only, please. Will there be a recount of votes? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. And what was I going to say? Okay. Will this information come out in time to stop Donald Trump from being inaugurated? Yes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Very adamant. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. All right, let's pull some oracle cards, okay? Sacred Traveler Oracle. Rejuvenating rain. That came up in the weekly reading too. Clear the past. Heal the present. That's what's going on right now. We're clearing the past. Old structures are falling. Old paradigms are falling. This is why it's so chaotic. Again, the dark is grappling for a foothold. And it's our job not to let them linger on that foothold. It's our job to knock them off there. With our light, of course. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. All right, here we go. We don't do reversed on these cards, on the oracle cards. Wisdom. That's Joe. That's Joe's energy. Wisdom. Excellent. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get a healing energy oracle. Divine light. It says, I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. That's our light. And I'm going to reiterate some of the things I said at the beginning of the video, okay? Not because I think you're stupid, just because I want you to remember. This card is deep. Look deeply within and discover your soul purpose in relationships. And that can be any type of relationship. Because technically we have a relationship with everybody on the planet in one form or another because we live on the same planet. All right, let's see what the angels have to say. The ocean. This is talking about soothing yourself right now. Show you the card. It's going to talk about soothing yourself with water, but you soothe yourself with whatever makes you happy. It's not water for everybody. Although a nice bubble bath might be a good thing. Sea salt bath, a lavender bath might be a good thing. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. So Spirit's just telling you to do something soothing for yourself. Thank you, Angel. Messages. Okay, you guys, let me repeat myself. There it is. We are not victims. Do not give up. Trust in your intuition, guides, and angels. Don't believe them when they tell you you're crazy. You're imagining things. You're wrong. This is the final battle. It's our Armageddon. Light must prevail. We need to stay out of victim mode. Yes, America has been made victim, but it's the individual's choice to pull out of that and use that as ammunition. Use it as a catalyst to bring up the light. Because as individuals, we have that power. And the more of us that bring up our light, the more light it will shine on humanity. All of it. Not just Americans. All of humanity. We are examples for the rest of the world. All right, you guys. This was a great, great reading. I really appreciate you showing up, and I hope that you liked it. Really do. I've been having some self-esteem issues. But, oh my goodness. Sometimes it sucks being a human being. But anywho, all right, you guys. I will talk to you on the next one. And I'll try to make them... I do them when I feel that the energy has changed. So I'm not ignoring or stopping, okay? It's better to do it when the energy changes. And it could change again tomorrow. I might have to do another one tomorrow or the next day. You never know. But when the energy changes, I will be talking to you. Thank you so much to everybody. Really appreciate you guys. Much love and many blessings.